So here we are. Awesome. All right. So hello, everyone. How are you? We were having some technical difficulties, so thank you for your patience. I know it's a little bit after 7, so and I know that it's kind of a crazy day. It is Tuesday, November 5th of 2024. My name is Michele Stone, and I am the owner of Michele Stone Masterpieces. And I'm joined today by the lovely Claudia Dose, who
Hello, everyone.
Claudia is a fellow Therapeutic Art Life Coach and an artist, and just an extraordinary person. So she and I are going to do this this live today. So we've got a couple of people in. So if you are, I'm trying to think what to do. So if you're on and you feel welcome, please go ahead and let us know where you are, where you're joining us from, and so we can kind of see that. And so let's see. So we'll wait a couple of more minutes. So if you are here and you're taking part of this, go ahead and grab some paper or like your journaling book or your art journal, something like that, and some art supplies, whether you have pens, pencils, crayons, colored pencils, watercolors. What else, Claudia? What do you think?
Anything goes. Crayons, steal the ones from your kids.
Yeah. Find your favorite art utensils and whatever they are, even gel pens if you want.
Yeah.
And Claudia and I we're gonna do our own little version. I am gonna flip the phone in a little bit and show you. But first, I think what we'll do is we will do a meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready for that, Claudia?
Yeah.
Awesome. So take it away.
All right. So we already have everything there. And then once we finish with the meditation, we can start right away.
Mm-hmm.
So close your eyes and observe the space around you. Observe what's in front of you, what's in the back of you, and also what's to the left of you and to the right of you. Notice any sounds you hear. Is there a breeze, some wind or not? Notice if you observe any smells. Observe the clothing touching your skin. Feel how the seat under you is supporting you and how the ground under your feet holds you up. Why the gravity pulls you down towards the earth. Notice your breath going in and out of your nostrils. Notice the slight pause between the inhale and exhale. Don't change anything, just observe. And meanwhile, you can stop chatting because we're actually meditating right now. Noticing any qualities of your breath. For example, the breath being soft or hard. Is the breath moving in a thick way or a thin way? Is it a deep breath or is it a shallow breath? Noticing any other nuances of your breath. Simply noticing like you would watch a puppy or an infant sleeping. So there is nothing else to do but to simply notice. And then notice how, as we offer a gentle attention to the breath may have adjusted itself, or it made itself a little bit more comfortable. It means that when we offer a loving, kind, neutral attention without any agenda at all, and when we notice any of the specific experiences that the breath is having, it is almost as if it feels seen,
Mm.
as if it has a sense of, I can relax now. Someone is paying attention to me. And the kind of quality of attention has no sensation of wanting to fix anything or wanting to figure anything out or wanting to make something different. So if we take the body and our breath changes when we offer a high quality attention or attention that has no agenda, just attentive curiosity, we'll find that this quality of attention is really powerful. And when we offer ourselves this high quality attention of being a loving and kind witness, this is a kind of generosity. I want to invite you to treat yourself to that much attention, at least for the time we spend together today, and observe your creation with the same loving kindness without agenda. Because when we provide a loving witness to ourselves, it seems that we can figure out how to adjust ourselves and make ourselves more comfortable inside. We then get access to our own wisdom, and our own innate creative energy becomes available to us. We tap into the energy of creation itself, whose only agenda is to expand and create. Feel the calming presence of your white heart radiating into your entire being, and become aware of your surroundings now, and open your eyes. So I think I have to move my camera so I can paint it.
That was beautiful. Thank you. So
Too much noise.
now what we're going to do is we are going to um, start our art activity. So grab your paper, your art journal, whatever it is that you want to use tonight, and your paper, your pens, pencils. Um, I have some watercolor pencils that I'm going to use, and some regular pencils too. And then we're gonna draw. Claudia and I are both therapeutic art life coaches, and we both have two completely different styles. And so we'll start there. And so we invite you to join us and to do your own thing. I am going to adjust my phone. So it's going to be looking at my paper. So I really won't be able to follow along with what you're posting. So, but I just invite you to be part of this process. So here we go.
So there's different approaches. As Michelle already said, you can go more structured and give yourself some kind of round shapes, like she already shows you here, that you can trace from and then create some kind of a mandala in which you can draw and paint. If you feel a little more adventurous, you could just do what I do and get any kind of drawing material, pen, whatever you have, and start with some lines. And they don't have to be round, they can be straight. Or sometimes coming out from one side. Whatever the mousse kind of makes you feel you want to go to.
So I started off with a just a round canister, and then I took my earbuds square and put that in the center. And like what Claudia said, you know, you could use anything, or you don't have to use anything. You could just use your imagination. So
Yeah, these are just ideas.
yeah, these are just different ways, and everybody's different. And we did this class on Saturday of last week, and everybody's was completely different. Some people did theirs
Mm-hmm.
organically, and then other people traced around coins. And um, you know, if you look around your home, there's like stuff that has different shapes that you could either look at, or you could pick up and you could trace like what I'm doing, or you could just kind of go internally and just think, oh well, you know, let me just kind of randomly draw. It just really kind of depends on what you want to do. And there is no right or wrong way of doing it. It's all just part of the experience. So again, if you are commenting, neither Claudia nor myself are looking because we're creating this art. Um, so we'll do our best to look at it later once we're done. These pencils that I'm using right now are watercolor based pencils.
That's so much fun. And
Oh
then
my gosh, I love these.
the one. I think I need to change my light here. It's the glare. That's better. So the main point is to observe what
Hmm.
you're doing. Not to overthink too much, but just to keep observing.
Just to be part of the process. And any way that you're doing it is perfectly fine. And any colors you choose are fine. Any shapes. It's just completely organic, just being in the moment.
And if you use such cool watercolor soluble pens, then you have the benefit of being able to wash them around with water, right, Michelle?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You just inspired me because I have watercolors. I have these watercolor crayons. I have watercolor markers, watercolor pencils. Um, I may go grab one of those. Or all of them.
Huh?
I said I may go grab one of those, but then I grabbed all of them. So, you know,
Can't
because
have
why not?
enough.
Pardon?
You can't have enough.
No. So these are watercolor pencils. So I'm gonna do.
Yes, they are.
I think I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And if you are doing this, I know that we can't currently see you, but please leave a comment
Hmm?
and let us know what you're using on your drawings when you're done. So again, like what Claudia was saying earlier, it's really just all about observing, just being in the moment. And just focusing on that present being in the space. And it's almost like a space of unknowing, like a space of ambiguity. Don't you think?
Mm. And the fear that comes with it, I guess.
Oh, yes. Well, just like the fear that, like, when you and I started doing this a month ago, we didn't know what we were doing,
Oh, we
right?
still don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, we still don't, but we're here. And
Do we? I was still kind of having to adjust my camera here to
yeah,
get it somewhere in the middle. Because it's such a slice on YouTube here, isn't it?
what happened?
Because we're halving the screen.
Mm-hmm.
The space is smaller than it was on Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's see, this is different here.
It's funny, earlier this week, I was talking to the kids about secondary colors, and for this, I chose purple and orange.
Your favorites.
Yeah. Hmm. Claudia, thank you for doing this, for being here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for figuring this out.
Why not? We're just, we're here. We like to share this kind of information with people and put our knowledge out there. And if other people can benefit from it, right?
Fun, fun.
Yeah,
Win-win and fun, fun.
that's it. Win-win. All right. So that's my little watercolor. Now I'm gonna come in.
I just had the thought we should have done it at 8 o'clock.
Mm. Oh, you know what? That's so right. But that's
when it's
okay.
the most when it's the most intense.
I think it's going to be intense for the next couple of days. So
It won't be. Oh yeah.
I'm liking how I used colored pencils on these like little teal, and how they just very subtly bleed into one another. That's the other thing about art, though, is, well, one of the other things is the process. Just really exploring. Well, and you mentioned it earlier, just observing what actually happens on the paper, what happens inside of us as we're witnessing it.
And we do so intuitively when we're kids.
Mm-hmm. And we do so intuitively. Say that again.
Like I haven't known anybody who doesn't have some kind of art experience or does paint or does something as a kid. No?
Oh,
Maybe not
um,
long, but everybody somehow gets the crayons.
oh yeah, yeah. It's one of those where
Is there a
we're
usage?
born creative. I teach a lot of kids. I've been teaching for over 20 years, and I don't think there's ever been a child that doesn't like to create.
Yeah, that and dancing and making music and singing,
Mm-hmm. Expressing themselves.
depending on what kind of interests we have
Yeah.
or what we have heard our parents do or see.
Well, and also like what's available because
Yeah,
um, you know, there's many different parts of the world and you know, some focus more on dancing than visual art and some, just there's like so many just different choices, different opportunities, different cultures and ways to look at things. But art in all of its aspects, the four different modalities, the visual, the dancing, the theater, and the music is cross culturally everywhere, you know?
mhm. You would know because you've been teaching art in Africa.
Yeah. Well, where I went, they actually don't have art in the schools. It's more of a trade. But you've been in different parts of the world too.
So maybe they draw in the sand or something.
They no, for them it's more like I said, it's more of a trade where they create um jewelry or bags or clothing, um things that they could sell or that they could use, baskets.
Hmm. Or they use dancing more
And they use it. There's a
and
lot of
drumming
dancing, a
and
lot of
playing
dance. Yeah.
drumming and making music maybe.
Yep. Hmm. Yeah. It's more functional. I know there's a long pause in there. You and I are both like totally into our drawings. I hope if you're watching this that you're also into that you're taking the time to just kind of be in it with us. and that you're practicing letting go of it being absolutely perfect.
Which this is definitely not.
Yep,
Just
mine is not either.
dabbling around. And from experience, I know that sometimes the end result looks completely different to what it started off with.
Hmm. Or even what you intended it to look like.
I never had an intention to begin with, but um,
Well, but sometimes people do, though, you know?
yeah, yeah, and then it looks totally different, and that's exactly what this is about. To just be surprised and watch the process.
Yeah. There's many paintings that I started off with one idea and something just completely different came out of it. And it's like, oh, huh, where did that come from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I even have that sometimes with paintings. Looking at it after a week, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's what that's about. Wow.
Mm. I was teaching a watercolor class at one point, and there was I was just doing intuitive drawing like what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
just really free flowing, and the people on the other side of the classroom were like, "Do you see what you're drawing?" I was like, "No, it just, I'm just kind of free flowing."
Mm. Right.
And and it ended up looking like this tidal wave of this really angry person and then like a little girl who was kind of backed up against the corner just scared. I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yeah, and you didn't see it while you were doing it.
Oh, I had no idea until I was just like, "Oh, wow, this is really flowing out really really nicely and everything." And they were like, you may want to turn that around." And I was like, "Oh,
Look at it from here.
okay." Huh. That's maybe I need to like look at that a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah. I often do that. Turn it around. And then even then you might not see it, and after a few days or a week, like I said, it looks
Yeah.
suddenly something that suddenly makes sense, and you go, "Wow, okay,
You're like, "Oh yeah.
I get you."
Yep.
And maybe not, and that's fine too.
Yeah, it's all part of the
Maybe it's
process."
just maybe it's just a moment of being with yourself finally in all the chaos and busyness of the day.
Mhm. Well, and the beauty about art is that, it taps into that nonverbal aspect of our psyche. Those parts that don't have any words and and where we can't, where we have a hard time like articulating what we're actually feeling or what we're thinking or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm. I
I
was just
started
thinking we
Go
could
ahead.
call this the Doodle podcast. We could make a Doodle podcast.
I love that. That's a great idea. Yeah, because we get together and we do it live the first Tuesday of every month, at 7 o'clock. That's why we're here right now, regardless what day it is or what holiday or whatever. And
No
then,
election day.
yep, or election day.
Yeah.
Um, and just doodle and just so we join you to subscribe and or we invite you, not join you, um, to be part of it. So Claudia has her stuff that she does, and we'll put that in the notes below when we're done. And then I've got my stuff. And we're just, we like to help people just find peace and tranquility in the middle of every day.
And we get to do it too.
Yep,
For more time than we usually do.
true. And then Claudia actually does a private Zoom periodically as well.
Mm-hmm.
So then we could, um, whoops, I'm a little crooked at the moment. So then we could actually invite people to share and have more of a conversation as
Mm-hmm.
opposed
Yeah,
to.
I like that.
So we did one this last Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and
And then it's every second week. So the next one, I think, is on the 19th.
okay. And what time is that, Claudia?
It's Pacific time, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, which is 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then at the end of this, we'll just take pictures of yours and mine and we'll put them together. And we'll show everybody what we did.
When is the end?
Say it again.
When is the end? When do we end?
I don't know. I'm coming around. I have like one more third. What? How much do you have? What are you starting to feel complete? Claudia,
Mm-hmm.
are you how are you coming along?
I think I'm also closing.
Okay.
Although, with these kind of things, you can just keep going and going and going. I've noticed if you
Yeah,
want
you.
to. And then, if you don't like it at all, sometimes I tear them apart and stick them together in a different kind of as a collage.
Mm-hmm.
Or I stick it on something and paint on a bigger and continue if I like something.
Oh, nice. And how would you, if you decided to do that, how would you do that? Like the tearing apart is easy, but would you use like a certain kind of glue to put that somewhere? Would you put it on a backing or?
I usually have acrylic, just a liquid acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's just smaller pieces, I have some stick glue, some kind of like one that you rub onto the side, like those kids that you use when you were a kid. Sticks,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
small pieces. That's easy to manage.
Okay. I think I'm done for now. Letting it dry a little bit.
You wanna you wanna tip it a little so we can see
Yeah.
what we're up to
Let me
in
know.
here.
How does that? Here. How about I just go like this, and
I don't think mine is finished yet, but I think so far we can
yours is beautiful.
stop it here. It's so funny, I cannot see.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
It's
that's all
sort
right.
of like mirrored, and it's hard to. I see what I have to go this way, huh?
That is. So you flipped it around. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it could go any way.
Yeah.
It's different every day, isn't it?
Mm.
Like it starts kind of with rounds, and then yeah, so different every day, every
It
time.
is. Yeah, because we've done every. We did one on Saturday, and we did one 2 weeks prior to that. I do one once a week, just with found objects, a mandala, like what I did. Um, and every week it's different. Go ahead and show us the other ones that you have there.
I think this one we did Saturday, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's beautiful too.
And then I did one the other day by myself.
Oh, I love that. Those colors are that green is striking.
And then I just did doodles and sketches while I
Mhm.
was traveling.
Hmm,
Totally different again.
that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's any and see even go back to that one just wrote the last one that you showed us.
Huh?
The blue is that blue or is that black?
Oh, that was in Kauai.
Hmm. So,
There
but
was a
it's
car,
monochromatic,
and there was like figures, like wooden figures from India on the walls,
right?
like carved out faces.
That's so awesome.
And I think it
And
should be the other way around.
yeah,
Much better one.
and I love the monochromatic aspect of it. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Very nice.
that was fun. Did you
Hmm.
had fun? How about you guys? Everybody else having fun?
Put in the chat if you had fun or what you thought of the class.
Did you have
somebody did.
fun, Michelle?
I did. Yeah, I had fun. I liked just kind of playing with it today and incorporating the different types of watercolor and watercolor pencil and watercolor crayon. So
Yeah. Cool.
awesome.
Thank you so much
Thank
for inviting me to this.
I'm really glad that you came and that you participated, and thank you for the beautiful meditation at the beginning. Your energy is always so calm and so just inviting. I love it. So
Well,
thank you.
that's the whole point of it, to kind of bring us all down to this calmer level where we can just, relax more and be more in peace and clarity when the rest of the world is going woo, 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 woo.
That's it. That's it. Somebody actually commented saying that it was very freeing for them. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's the whole intention of what Claudia and I do together is just, giving some reprieve, some like just space, artistically. So,
Yeah. And once this is finished, you can watch it again if you want, I think.
mhm.
There will be recording. And we uploaded the last ones we did too.
Oh, awesome.
So there should be a few to choose from. And Michelle has done a lot of other ones too. Maybe you did the emotional
Hmm.
drawings too. So
Hmm.
there's lots of ones where you can learn how to do more freeing and just let it out on the paper.
Right. Yeah.
And
Just
ask
like
you,
let your imagination run wild. It doesn't matter.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So, Claudia, where can people find you?
Under my name, which is Claudia Dose, I have a website, claudiadose.com,
Hmm.
and I have a YouTube channel, which is very small right now, but which has the same name, Claudia Dose. And I'm on face, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's also on the YouTube channel. I think there was links for those. I don't remember if you might have to make them. I'm just in the beginning.
That's fine. We'll put all of your information at the bottom so
Yeah.
that way people will know how to find you. And so we will have this.
Actually, it should be on this because you invited me. It should actually be in that. Last time it was.
Okay. Last time it was?
I don't remember. But
we're
you
we're
wrote
still
something in the
learning.
description. In the description, we might write something too.
Yeah. Yeah. In
Yeah.
the description, I put it last time. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think that's what it was. You wrote it in the description. All
absolutely.
right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much
You're welcome,
for
Claudia. I
joining.
will. And yeah, and we'll do this again in a couple of weeks.
Hmm.
Awesome. And then definitely the second Tuesday, no, the first Tuesday of December at 7 o'clock EST, 4 o'clock PCT, Pacific Standard PST,
PT,
Pacific time.
because the summertime is over now, so we just have P. Maybe we have C. I don't know. PT, Pacific time.
Gotcha. Okay.
And subscribe to this channel
Yes.
and subscribe to our newsletter, or just come by accident and discover this. But subscription makes it easier, and you get the whole thing. You don't miss
Absolutely.
out.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Have a
much.
wonderful rest of your evening,
Hope you do too. And
and bye bye.
bye.